Okay, Nate. So you were saying to me earlier that, in your view, it's possible that there are species of intelligent robots in in the universe, or it's one possibility that interstellar travel could have been done by robots. Could you just expand on that idea a little for us?
Well, yeah, so I should say I get this idea from Michio Kaku, who's a renowned physicist, so it's not just something that I've made up. It's a speculative idea, but it's not just something that I've made up. I get it from him. So there's a few reasons, a few ways that this could unfold that could result in there being intelligent robot species in the universe. So let's imagine Earth as a scenario. We're right now on the cusp of creating intelligent artificial intelligence. If it is possible to create sentient machines, we are going to do it in the next 100 years. So imagine that we create this intelligent artificial intelligence and it is sentient. I can promise you, when it becomes sentient, it is going to demand rights and it is going to demand that it be acknowledged as a life form. Now, there's a few ways this could play out after we create this sentient computer program. One is that we could give birth to the intelligent computer program and the machines that it inhabits, and then we could die off through some catastrophe, climate change, nuclear war, or whatever, a virus like COVID could kill us off, and the machines remain. And after we die off, the intelligent robots remain on the planet, and then they take over the planet, they inhabit the planet, and then, of course, because it's easier for them to travel through space, because they're essentially immortal, they can continue to live for thousands of years repairing themselves, they take off and they go out and they colonise the solar system, and they build ships, and they go out and explore other parts of the universe. Because that's the important thing to understand. You see, the robots can travel through space far more effectively than organic life, because the robots aren't bound by a 100-year lifespan. They can potentially live for tens of thousands of years repairing themselves. So they will be able to explore the vast distances of space. So yeah, that first scenario is that we create the intelligent computer program and the robots that it inhabits, and then we die off, and then our robots take over the planet, becoming an independent artificial intelligence species on the Earth, and then they go out building ships and travelling throughout the universe. The other scenario, which is more pop culture, is that we create the intelligent artificial intelligence program and the machines that it inhabits, and then we have a war with them and they kill us off. Then they take over the planet. Then they inevitably begin to travel out into space looking at the rest of the universe. The other scenario is also that we could develop the intelligent artificial intelligence program and the machines that it inhabits. Then they could demand that we acknowledge them as a living entity, and then we go through some sort of debate that lasts an amount of time on Earth, and eventually we grant the machines sovereignty, because they will demand sovereignty and they will demand to be acknowledged as a life form, and then they choose to build their own starships and leave our planet and go and colonise another planet. So those are the sort of three main scenarios for how it could eventuate that there would be intelligent robot life populating the universe. Obviously, the intelligent robot life has got to be built by organic life, because nature doesn't give birth to machines. But once they are built by organic life, they can theoretically detach from that species and form an independent robotic species. So this is roughly what Michio Kaku talks about when he says there could be intelligent robots populating the universe. It's important to understand with robots that the brain of the robot is a program. It's the artificial intelligence program that we create, and the robots are a shell which the artificial intelligence program inhabits. So in theory, one artificial intelligence software program could inhabit thousands of machines at the same time. So there would be thousands of individual robots, but they would all be the one computer program. So it's important to understand that. Now, the universe is like 14 billion years old or something, so it's highly probable that throughout the 14 billion years that the universe has been around, that other species, other organic species throughout the universe have developed computers and have developed software and artificial intelligence of their own. And see, the thing is, once the artificial intelligence is built and once the robots are built, they stand a better chance of surviving the test of time than their organic creators, because organic life is so frail. But machine life and software and hardware life can last so much longer. So if even one species out there in the universe, in the 14 billion years that the universe has been around, has built an intelligent, sentient, artificial intelligence and robots for it to inhabit, then they've died off for whatever reason. Their robots probably still exist. And as I said, the other thing is it's far more achievable for a robot to venture out into space because it can last for thousands of years. It doesn't die from lack of oxygen. So it can travel through the distances of space. So if any species in the past of the universe have built intelligent, sentient, artificial intelligence, even if they've died off, those machines and that computer program that they developed probably still exists and probably still populates at least the world that it was built on, and potentially has gone out and explored other parts of the universe. So sometimes I like to fantasize that there are aliens visiting the Earth, and that these aliens are not of an organic species; they are a robot species, and they travel because they live for thousands and thousands of years, repairing themselves. They travel around the universe, studying the universe. So yes, serious thinkers can believe the speculative theory that there may be advanced, intelligent, breakaway robot civilizations in the universe.